Mr. Tim Hore. Tim will be talking about today one-of-the-kind college, ACC Prairie Innovation Center. Tim has over 32 years of experience in the food industry, government, and academia. In 2019, Tim joined Assiniboine Community College as the Dean of the Russ Edward School of Agriculture and Environment. His knowledge of the industry and experience in government is helping to bring the next generation of agriculture, environment, and technology education forward. Originally from a small town in central Ontario and the largest freshwater island in the world, he and his family moved to Manitoba in 1998 and live on a small farm southeast of Brandon. I personally know Tim in many capacities. I basically consider him one of my mentor. I've learned a lot of good things and things from him. Sitting around in today's sessions, I've learned that agriculture is all about information and knowledge. It doesn't really matter if it is farm level, political, educational, or institutional level. So I'll call upon the stage Tim and give over the stage to him. If you guys can give me a round of applause for him, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Baljeet. And yeah, welcome. You know, I do know Baljeet, and you know, he is one of our distinguished faculty at the college, and 50% of his time is teaching, and 50% of his time is applied research. So with that, you know, ACC is growing, and there's a big focus on ag. And I mean, how about that Brandon Sun article today in the paper? Incredible donation, another donation of $10 million to the college in support of the Prairie Innovation Center for Sustainable Ag. What a great way to kick off Ag Days. Before I get into the specifics of our journey through the Prairie Innovation Center and the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment, I really just want to take a little bit of time and quickly chat of where we've been and where we're going. Colleges are well supported and positioned to support economic development. At ACC, we offer unparalleled student experiences and quality programs responsive to Manitoba's labor market. Agriculture has been a big part of ACC for 45 years. At ACC, our plan is to graduate 2,028 students by 2028. And as you can see, we're well on our way to reaching that goal. The Russ Edwards School of Ag and Environment and the Prairie Innovation Center for Sustainable Ag will really help us get to that milestone. In keeping with our mission to transform lives and strengthen Manitoba, a really key piece of growing the college is our international student population and bringing more trained, skilled people into our province to fill in-demand jobs and in-demand sectors, ag being one of them. Examples in the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment are horticultural production, sustainable food systems, our new food processing program, as well as an advanced diploma in agriculture, where we're training a lot of international people that are coming to Canada. Something that might be lesser known to all of you about Assiniboine, but is really integral to who we are and what we bring to Manitoba, is our reach across the province. Not only do we have 2 campuses here in Brandon, but we actually teach in 34 communities throughout and across the province. And I think they just lost my presentation. I'd love to be able to talk about that, but I really don't know what that presentation's about. Okay, we're back on. Maybe not. Okay. So, and because our programs are directly linked to the labor market needs, when our graduates leave us, they get jobs. Each year we survey graduates 9 months out, and this year 94% had jobs and 88% in their field of study. Interestingly, 94% were still living in Manitoba 9 months from graduation. And with only 84% originating in our province, that's a net brain gain to Manitoba as a result of studying here at Assiniboine Community College. Finally, our graduates do extremely well, and our survey is indicating that recent graduates 9 months out are earning, on average, $55,000 a year. We also do a graduate survey 4 years out from graduation. 98% of these grads had jobs, and 89% in the field of study. 92% of the grads stayed in Manitoba, and a 5-year average of grads remaining in the province after 4 years of 88%. Tremendous numbers in terms of supporting the economic growth and the skilled labor force in our province. In this survey, 4 years out, 37% increase in the wage that these graduates are earning, upwards of $63,000 annually. So agriculture contributes 62,000 jobs to the Manitoba economy. We have to ensure that this sector can live up to its full potential. $1.5 to $2 billion of investment has occurred since 2016 in the province. With 1 in 3 agricultural jobs going or expected to go unfilled by 2029, the time for the Prairie Innovation Centre is here to meet those needs and the labor force. This brings us to the Prairie Innovation Centre for Sustainable Agriculture. The Prairie Innovation Centre is really a one-of-a-kind Canadian college project that will bring together collaborative learning spaces, applied research labs, multi-purpose spaces, and amenities that will serve both industry and the college community. By creating enhanced agricultural training and capacity, the centre will enable the agricultural sector to continue to be a strong contributor to Canadian and the Manitoba economies. Really, the vision for the Prairie Innovation Centre, or our vision for the centre, is really to meet the growing labor market demands. We want to build on the college's successful history of responsive ag programming. As I mentioned, 45 years and counting. We want to grow the human capital in agriculture for the economic benefit of the industry and the province. And lastly, we really see enhanced opportunities for industry collaboration, research, and extension. So really, the centre is going to be an integrated learning environment. Our plan is to grow from fewer than 300 students in agriculture, in environment and technology-related programs, to more than 800 students. And we're bringing a historic site back to life by rejuvenating a building that's well over 100 years old. So where are we at today? Well, I just mentioned that we got one of the largest donations, the second largest donation in Westman's history, $10 million that we announced, or was announced this morning. Our fundraising for this project began in 2019. So far, we've raised over $20 million to date. Most recently, the Class C estimate for the project is about $118 million. One of the things that our own philanthropic efforts and the community has done is really let governments see what the possibilities can be, and excited governments. Last year at this time, the province announced $10 million towards the centre, basically committing for the design and costing phase of the project. In June of this year, the province and the feds announced a 216-seat early education learning center as part of the project. That's going to bring another $10 to $22 million towards our goal. In September, during the campaign, the current government made a commitment of additional $60 million towards the project. As well, Premier Canoe has included in 2 ministerial mandate letters the need and desire to execute on the project of the Prairie Innovation Centre for Sustainable Ag.
We're excited to make a $1 million commitment to the Prairie Innovation Centre today.
We're really proud and pleased to contribute $500,000, $500,000.
I'm thrilled to announce a donation of $1 million to the Assiniboine Community College and the new collaboration zone in honor of Don Penny.
The gift today, $500,000 from the Brandon area and us.
He's been a solid supporter of the college, and we're certainly thrilled about the $500,000 donation he's making towards Prairie Innovation, and even more thrilled to be naming this particular area of the college the Mazer Main Street.
Mr. Edwards and his group of companies will be donating $4 million to Assiniboine Community College to help move this.
So with that, I'd just like to take a minute and acknowledge the tremendous support that we have seen towards the Prairie Innovation Centre so far. So, what are the estimated timelines for the Prairie Innovation Centre at ACC? We estimate that design and costing will be completed the summer of 2024, and that will be going out for tender later this year or in December. Construction is estimated to be about 24 to 36 months, with a planned opening for September of 2027. At the heart of the expansion is our newly named Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment. And for those of you who do not know Russ, he and his company, WGI Westman Group, is a major player in our agricultural sector here in Manitoba, Canada, and internationally, owning companies such as Balin, Meridian, Armtech, Conveyall, and among others. Just want to introduce Russ and the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment.
I started the company in 1975 with my wife Edna. The first year we went into production, I had 6 people working for me. Today we have 2,000 employees. We have about 550 acres of industrial property, 72 factories.
You know, Russ, he's an icon when it comes to steel manufacturing and ag-related industries in Manitoba and Canada.
Assiniboine is thrilled to establish the Russ Edwards School. Obviously, agriculture is key to the Manitoba economy, and it's been a foundation of our programs here at Assiniboine for 60 years.
Being brought up on a farm since I was 4 years old, you learn to love the land. There's one thing you cannot manufacture is land.
1 in 3 jobs is expected to go unfilled in agriculture by 2029. And so when you look at the amount of private sector investment we've had in Manitoba, building advanced processing facilities, we know that we need to have more people prepared to take those jobs, work in that sector, and continue to leverage that investment for the future of the Manitoba economy.
What's special about the Russ Edwards School is that many of our programs offer hands-on learning. What I mean by hands-on learning is we have state-of-the-art labs where students can really get their hands dirty.
One of the things that we see is that students not only get good jobs, they progress in their careers and take up leadership positions right across the ag sector.
We're very similar in the values that we share with Russ. We began with humble beginnings as a school, and we've continued to grow and service and meet the needs of industry.
We looked at it very closely as to what their plans were, what their intent was, and what the theme of the college was going to be. The Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment is the legacy that my wife and myself, and my family, wish to leave to Western Canada.
So, I mean, the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment is really about education, applied research, and extension. Our philosophy at Assiniboine is really learn by doing. At the Russ Edwards School, we combine, as I mentioned, education, applied research, and extension to reach and establish exceptional learning experiences for our students. So obviously, education and training are a large part of what we do. We provide responsive training to grow the industry based on their needs. We are now delivering horticultural production at our Dauphin campus, where students complete a practicum at the new Vermilion Growers greenhouse operation just north of town. We continually revamp and revitalize programs, most recently our Geographic Information Systems program into an advanced credential. We expand programs. We've added a third section of our agribusiness. We're developing new programs, such as our food processing program and food processing center, and a one-year advanced agricultural diploma. The college, though, currently has 15, or the college, Russ Edwards School, has 15 programs that are existing today. The Prairie Innovation Center and the Russ Edwards School will be bringing 8 new expanded programs to meet the emerging needs of the industry. Mechatronics, or robotics and industrial automation, will be launched actually prior to the completion of the center. With the investment in value-added agriculture across the province, many of these companies require the skills for programming, troubleshooting, and fixing robotic and automated assembly systems in packaging lines and in plants. This program will fill the gap and produce graduates above and beyond what we used to know as the traditional millwright. Most of our programs also contain significant work-integrated learning components. And what I mean by that is most programs have co-op terms where students can go out and really put theory into practice. We offer practicums. We also build capstone projects or applied research projects and courses into our programs, again, helping students to incorporate what they're learning into the classroom to what industry needs. Applied research. We've seen significant expansion in our research capacity at the college. Our applied research strategy is not competing with the universities and that infrastructure in the realm of discovery research. It's really about enhancing the opportunities for students to gain real-world experience, professional experiences through applied research projects, and ensuring effective knowledge transfer and application of innovation to our communities, industries, and partners. It's really about helping industry and producers make profitable decisions on their farms. The Prairie Innovation Center will provide a venue for producers, industry, researchers, government, and students to come together, solve problems, and share ideas. Providing space and support to industry partners and sharing those results with the industry through extension and other opportunities. Some examples of recent applied research funding that the college has been awarded is the Weston Family Foundation awarded us $1.7 million to undertake a soil health initiative developing communities of practice to engage producers and support producers in the use of economically viable best management practices. We've also received Tri-Council funding, or NSERC, National Science and Engineering Research Council mobilization grant of $750,000. This money is going towards further expansion of our resources and faculty around applied research that's important to Manitoba. Last year, our applied research in the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment was awarded $2.6 million total in research funding. 39 students were involved in research and research inquiry. We've increased the number of faculty researchers over the past 5 years from 3 to 6. And not only have we established further research capacity with faculty members, we're also adding adjunct faculty to our stable of research expertise. Most recently, Dr. Wayne Lees, who is a former Chief Veterinary Officer for the province, has joined our team and is really going to help expand and give us capacity in animal health and biosecurity initiatives. Not only is the Prairie Innovation Centre providing space, state-of-the-art classrooms, and expansion on the North Hill, but it's also about improving our outdoor capacity for applied research in agriculture and environmental science. Adjacent to the centre will be our Applied Research and Education Hub, which is currently home to our sustainable greenhouse and existing grow plots. I want to be clear though, we're really not going to, or we do not believe that we need to create a lot of further grow farming enterprises. There's lots of groups, there's lots of companies, there's lots of existing resources in the Westman area that we can partner with that have land available and resources available. The diversification centers, the Brandon Research Center, Manitoba Beef and Forage Initiative, they're all centers that we can partner with versus actually going out and buying or building our own research farm. As well, Manitoba pulse and soybean growers are establishing on-farm research networks, and Emily have established their Innovation Farms venture north of Winnipeg, and that's where our students and researchers can have access to research and learn. Just recently, we've received some money to triple the size of our greenhouse at the college and expand our applied research in horticulture and sustainable foods productions. This is certainly going to help entities like Vermilion Growers and Dauphin and other businesses that are looking to expand in the horticultural industry in the province of Manitoba. So the third part of what brings the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment to fruition is not just education, it's not just applied research, but it's really extension and collaboration. There's three things that I think make up a really good college school. The ability to transfer the knowledge and innovation is key to driving change in how we do things and why we do things. We have the expertise and the ability to work with industry on their training needs. For cost recover training, we can act relatively quickly with industry to get the training up and going. At ACC and at Russ Edwards School, we aim to be the go-to industry training, upgrading, and certification institution. We have the registration and administration capacity, the resources to develop training that's based on the industry needs, and the ability to grant credentials. Some examples of collaboration that we've had recently is with Manitoba Pork, where we've developed modules in swine production, foundations, advanced swine production, and swine production leadership. These programs are really about the upskilling that's needed and training the skilled workforce that sector desperately needs. Assiniboine Community College also works and partners with the Manitoba government and the Department of Agriculture, and we deliver all the pesticide certification training in the province. Manitoba Agriculture licenses the applicators and regulates the industry. Further short programming, such as the Winter Agronomy School, Agricultural Essentials, drone flight training, are being offered based on industry demand. Extension and knowledge transfer occurs through published articles, through Canada's Ag Day, Canada's Food Day, really to promote public trust in our agricultural sector. So with that, I want to end it here with a drone shot of our North Hill campus and our soon-to-be Prairie Innovation Centre, housing the Russ Edwards School of Agriculture and Environment. Thank you.